Let me help you get away. I wanna cruise with you.
I wanna cruise with you.
Cruising with you, baby. Let me help you get away.
That's right.
I wanna cruise with you.
I wanna cruise with you.
Do you wanna go cruising?
Put your hands up. If you need to get away, let me plan it, cause it's crunch time. Sail the high seas with the fruit, make a punchline. Working way too hard without no play. Call me Clint Eastwood, cause I'ma make your day. Hey. So many choices for you to choose from. Holding on to stress, I'ma show you how to lose some. Picture a sunny destination. I'm cool with the gang, so it's a celebration. Nothing but the finest of whining and dining. The key to having a good time is having good timing. Shout out to James Evans, good times is what I'm having. The same key will open up the door to your cabin. Pull up to the beach, put your feet in the sand. How's the water so clear? You wouldn't understand. Live bands on deck, DJs and karaoke. I love it when we cruising together like Smokey.
Help you get away. I wanna cruise with you.
I wanna cruise with you.
Okay.
Cruising with you, baby.
Welcome to season 2 of the Travel People Podcast. It's your boy JV here on location at Untamed Waters Brewing Company in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Hey, before we introduce our guest today, Jordan and Alison, dynamic duo, by the way, a force to be reckoned in this town. I'm telling you, I made some great friends, and these people are outstandingly great people, right? But I got my good friend Dom here, our real estate guy, by the way, a Polish rapper. He's got all kinds of titles. Now, podcaster.
That's how we do.
Dom came at me and he was like, Juan, I want to sit down with you. I want to throw down. I want to make this podcast happen for season 2, episode 1. So that's how we're rolling today. How you doing, Dom?
Outstanding. Couldn't be better. First of all, thank you so much for inviting, for this initiative.
Absolutely.
This location, and, we're going to go all the way around.
We got the vibe going in the background.
Listen,
we got the
twinning.
people.
Look at our outfits,
we're twitted, right? I got my Japan wear. You got...
I represent, California.
California. So
TNC.
kind of, Japan, California, they got,
Yeah, they like each other. The West Coast music is all about,
Right. But as a reminder, this is your boy JV with Cruise Planners, right? Coming at you live, 803-280-4727 is the number to call when you want to make those fantastic vacation plans. So be sure to dial those digits. Otherwise, I can't hook you up. But we're excited to introduce one person before we go on with our guest today. This person's been near and dear to the podcast. He's been a collaborator. We've collaborated on No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame.
Oh, yeah.
He's been an extreme influence for other entrepreneurs. He is, he's chairman of the board. He is, let me give him all his titles. Wait, I got to give all the titles. North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. Yeah. We're talking, what else? We got Midas in the house.
Yeah, man. How you guys doing today?
We're doing fantastic.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you stopping by, taking time from your busy week.
Yeah.
A person like you, kissing babies, signing autographs.
Shaking hands.
Shaking hands.
Doing a few things. I
fellow
actually
music, hip-hop artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, that jam that we got going on for the podcast, we got a new jam right now, new intro music. Tell us a little bit about that. Who wrote that? Who put that together?
Well, the title of the song, the track is called "I Wanna Cruise with You."
Yeah.
Wanna spelled WANNA by yours truly, Midas. It's actually available on all streaming platforms.
There you go. Check it out.
Yeah. So when you pull it up, hit my name on the artist page and listen to the rest of my.
That's right. You got to follow, like,
Spotify,
and share.
yeah, YouTube,
That's
Apple.
how we roll. Subscribe twice.
Yeah.
Build yourself 2 YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Subscribe twice.
Exactly. And you know what?
Yeah,
the best part about this is costs nothing. Support like that
that's
costs
true.
nothing.
Oh, wait.
But it's priceless for
It's
the artist.
free. It's free 99. That's his line.
Yeah, it's free
Yeah,
99.
yeah.
Right, free 99.
Tax free. You can write this off from the tax season. You already know.
So Juan, you during one of our episodes of No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. You mentioned in the comments, you like to have a theme song for your business.
That's right.
And then you followed up with me, I think it was the week or so after.
Yeah.
and you told me the type of vibe you were looking
I
for.
sent you a whole like chat GPT thing, and I was like, look, I told it West Coast vibe.
West Coast
and
vibes.
it spat up a whole bunch of stuff. Then I sat there, rewrote it, and gave it my own spin. And then you came up with something totally fly on the minute. I mean,
Yeah. So I basically just pulled from, of course, the information I know about your business, and also in conjunction with my experience prior to being on a cruise, and just using my imagination and just try to tie it all in. And even though it's about cruising on a boat, I think it still relates to people if they want to just be in their car and take a cruise as well, you know. Yeah. So I just tried to paint a picture.
I felt that. I felt the low riderness. You know, a lot of people don't know I lived out in LA.
Yeah.
You know, so real talk. So I was thinking to myself, but it was a Nissan Sentra. When my sister sees it, she'll be like, wait a minute, he had no low rider. It was a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah. But in your mind, it was
exactly.
You had
You know, it's all about
hydraulics and everything.
No, it's a perfect summer jam.
The hydraulics of my brain were jumping up and down.
That's nice, man. Yeah. But I think overall, I aim to just create a feel-good vibe and something that was kind of in the mindset of just having a good time, having a party, and as the hook says, you know, let me help you get away, which is what you do, help people get away.
I'm truly appreciative. I appreciate it. You know, when we met several years back, we talked about the journey of being an entrepreneur and what it looks like, and that's what sparked the interest for me to build this platform. You know, we just said, you know what, we're gonna take interest in what they're doing. They're took lead in this, and we're gonna go ahead and follow through. And right now we're on season 2.
Yeah, man, that's
location.
awesome. That's awesome.
I mean, this is insane.
And this is a lovely spot too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
if you're in the
and
Fort Mill area, you know, come on by.
Travis Bizzell, aka Famous,
the producer of No Shortcuts,
the
and
producer, the face, of
and
No
co-host and
Shortcuts.
producer of this
Women,
platform.
Worth, and Weddings.
Oh man!
Wait.
Yeah.
And now the Travel People podcast. Come on.
Yeah. He's more hats than
Worldwide.
Curious George.
We're gonna have to change his name to Worldwide. Worldwide
and beyond.
Worldwide and beyond. That's it. He's like the old TWA, you know.
Yeah, that's the aim though, man. And as I was telling Dom before we came on, us being here. And the folks in the background. This is what networking looks like, man.
It's absolutely
and
right.
It's flawless. It's organic. You know.
It
you
is.
see, like, you know, we're just connecting with each other. It's a good soul.
Absolutely.
Here. You know, I don't know. The Fort Mill is a unique space. You know, unique spot because it attracts such a good soul. We all moved somewhere here, and I absolutely love to be part of this community.
Yeah,
I love
awesome.
it because Dom being part of the community in such a different way. You know, he's a rapper by night and
great one too.
And corporate man by day, being a real estate genius, and you know,
Awesome.
just someone who I trust, am trusting, just letting everybody know this is the guy right here. This is the guy.
I'm just helping people,
you know.
I want to make everything flawless and, you know, stressless. That's my job.
But it's like when you go on vacation, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You always want to buy the house that you VRBO in.
That's right.
Oh, I can live here.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, you're like, oh man, I ain't got enough money to support this lifestyle.
You gotta aim high. You gotta dream big.
That's it. That's
Dream
That's
big.
what we're doing here, and we appreciate that you took the time to see that dream.
Yeah.
You know, by writing that song, by putting
Absolutely.
it together, and understanding our journey. So, you know, props to you. Props to everything that you're doing. No Shortcuts with chairman of the board.
Yes.
You know,
Mellow
we got
Groove, the
some
rest of the
exciting
guys,
events coming out. Mellow Groove.
Yes.
I mean, you got a deep arsenal of artists that collaborating.
Just blessed, man. Blessed. You know, been doing this a long time. Music overall since I was a kid. Professionally since 2008. So I guess I'm on my 17th year doing music professionally. So
longevity.
yeah. So building relationships, and then when you're pretty good at what you do, you know, you have different resources and different branches of networks of people you can reach out to, and that reach out to you as well. So
I love that.
Very blessed, man. Very blessed.
Well, listen,
no complaints.
we appreciate you coming by.
Thank y'all.
Taking a few minutes to talk to us about the song and the things that we're collaborating on. And, you know, I'm just letting everybody know right now, this is not the last time you can see this man on camera.
Okay. You heard it
This is
here.
one of many times, right. we might have to, you know, I might have to make him part of the business. I'm just saying,
listen,
Planners needs more people who are capable entrepreneurs, this is me plugging for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
you gotta plug.
Capable people, come
Yes.
work for me. You like travel? Come work for
Okay,
me.
okay.
I'll make you a millionaire. Trust me.
Make them
I
an
got
offer
you.
they
We
can't
got you.
refuse. Huh?
But we appreciate you coming down.
Yeah, thank you guys so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and make
Yes.
sure to stream and check the song.
That's right.
I just want to cruise with you.
I want to cruise with you.
Yeah,
You already know
yeah.
West Coast.
Let me help you get away. I wanna cruise.
So it's your boy JV here with a special set of clients. Elijah and Bella are planning on going on their first cruise on Royal Caribbean. How do you guys feel about that?
How exciting!
Excited.
Excited? Yeah?
But how? Like from 1 to 10?
Yeah, like is this like Roblox level 10? Or are we talking like Steam level 1? I probably said that wrong.
9.9.
What is it?
9. Okay, 9. Like,
A
that's
9,
it.
a
So
9.
almost to the roof.
So you do realize that Royal Caribbean is probably the best type of product that you can go on for children, right? I mean, you're talking about slides. It's practically a theme park on water, and you get to go to different places.
What? Wow.
Did you know that?
I probably bumped it up to a 10.
So you're aware that you're going to be doing some epic transitions as you're, wave rolling, flow rider. I mean, you got some adventure coming up to you.
Wow.
You're gonna, as a matter of fact, you're gonna have some street cred when you go to school. You're gonna be like, look, I just came off a Royal Caribbean ship. What are you gonna tell people? What are you gonna tell your classmates?
That is probably very fun, and they should probably see if they can see it.
No, I'm going to tell you what you should probably tell them. I'm going to tell you. You're going to tell them, look, I just came off of the most epic product there is out there, and your parents aren't cool like mine. Right? You're going to tell them, my parents are so cool, they took me on Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right?
And I have so much fun.
Right? And I'm just saying, you got to build that street cred with a haircut like that. I'm just saying.
Most definitely.
Your haircut is on point. If I had hair, I would grow it and have that. On Royal Caribbean, what's important about what kids do, they're kid focused. So everything they do from the entertainment down is catered to you.
Wow.
Everything. Catered to her too. From splashing in the pool. So what? So the first thing you guys got to do, and you got to promise me this, is when you get on board and you put on your swim trunks, you got a cannonball in. You got a cannonball in the pool, all right?
Challenge accepted?
That's it. Challenge accepted.
High five.
Now, I'm just saying, I'm going to watch the videos that Dad posts. So I'm going to be expecting this. Because I want all the people around you just, like, what's going on here? But they need to understand, this is not their cruise. This is your cruise. But you know what else you get? Unlimited ice cream on board. How about that? Unlimited. When I say unlimited, I can't say the word limited enough. Unlimited.
Wow.
Like it is just a plethora of ice cream and fudge. You like fudge? No. Caramel, bananas, banana split, cherries, vanilla ice cream. Yes, me too. Do you like that pink ice cream? I don't know what it's called, but it's pink. Some people call it strawberry, but I don't think that's strawberry. I just think it's pink. But the other thing you're going to get on board, unlimited desserts. Desserts, you eat desserts? What kind of desserts do you eat? My thing is we have a stash of Chips Ahoy. This is a plug for Chips Ahoy in our pantry. You guys like Chips Ahoy? You guys are not a Chips Ahoy family?
I like chips.
Oreo!
Family. You Oreo family?
Listen, day and night. Always.
I'm
Chocolate chip and Oreos.
So I used to be an Oreo family, but then it just, I don't know, they just grew on me. But I went and I had this massive cooked Chips Ahoy, and it was on a cruise ship.
There you go.
And it changed my life forever with ice cream. Think about that. On Royal Caribbean, that's what you can have. Just saying. But you know what's better? That you guys are going to be going to some ports of call that a lot of people don't have an opportunity to go to. So you guys got your passports?
There you go.
Yeah, you got your passport?
Very important.
You got your passport? You don't know?
Yeah.
She does?
She does.
She
Yeah,
does?
she does,
You
yeah.
sure? I don't know. I don't think she does. I recommend all my clients use a passport when they get on board. When did you get your passport?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you fill it out online? Did you physically do it yourself? You know, at your age, you're able to do that. You're able to play Roblox and all that kind of stuff. That stuff is complicated. You did it, right? You did it yourself? No?
Online? Like,
Online,
fill it
yeah.
out?
You didn't know you could fill out your passport online? I'm just saying, look, Royal Caribbean eventually will require a passport for all their clients, but not yet. But for kids, you're good. Absolutely good. You know, some of their cruises have bumper cars, ice skating, laser tag, and some of the newer ships that are coming out, they're so big, you need like 6 weeks on board to get through everything. You guys want to be 6 weeks on board?
6 weeks on board?
Kind of.
You do? Look, we can get you a contract. I know this lady, Michelle Sutter. She is, you know, a great BDM for Royal Caribbean, and I'm sure she's going to watch this. So I'm just letting you know right now. She might be able to hire you. How old are you? 17?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And you're 14? If you wait one more year, we can get you on board working. You might not be able to work like the jobs that he has, but we can get you like behind the house, all that kind of stuff. You know how to fold towels? No?
We're gonna learn this, yeah. But my question is, where are you guys going? Because I'm so excited. Listen to this whole story. You know, you're going for the cruise, but where are you going?
In the spring?
Spring. There you go.
Next year?
Next year in the spring, that's
Perfect.
right.
Oh,
Next year in the spring.
And man,
Because they did the smart thing. You guys booked ahead.
exactly.
And you guys got the deal, so you guys knew what you were doing. Was that a plan? You guys planned this out. Mom and Dad didn't plan this out. You guys planned it out, right? I bet she planned it out. She planned it out,
Little
right,
bit.
Elijah? She planned it out.
Yeah.
She's the
You
one
want to tell us how you planned it out? No? I think you did. I think you had a master plan. The house. Do you have a dog? You do. What's the dog's name? You don't know the dog's name? My dog's name is Wentworth William Waterford III. And I got another one. We name him Oscar Meyer. All right. His first name is Oscar, so we named him Oscar Meyer, like like the hot dog. But only he has a tiny head. So what's your dog's name? I've seen him on camera. You gotta tell me. Yeah, tell me. Is it Coco?
Coco.
Is the dog coming on vacation?
No.
Why not? Did you know that dogs, you can bring a dog on board?
No way. Really?
You can bring a dog on board. Did you guys know that?
Mind blowing right now. I didn't know it.
That's right. You know, there's nothing restricting them from allowing you to bring a dog on board.
Perfect.
But you think Coco will do well on the water? No? Around other people? In the dining hall?
Not. Maybe like a little bit good around people.
You guys ever watch Pirates of the Caribbean? You know Jack Sparrow? Disney's Jack Sparrow. So you guys ever heard of so a dog, when you bring a dog on board, technically they bring them to do their business to the poop deck, right? So do you know where the poop deck is actually, like where that name came from? And this is true stuff, by the way. You guys can Google it, Instagram. Don't Instagram it. Just whatever. Ask your latest chat or AI. But you know where the poop deck is? It's the captain's quarters. That's the actual poop deck.
Crazy, right?
It's crazy. But the meaning and the name don't go hand in hand. Like they used it for something else, whereas we used it for completely something else. So yeah, that's really. But
So you know what? I have an idea. JV, let's let's invite them for another episode of our podcast after the cruise, and after that we're gonna chop it out. How was the excitement?
That's
What's
really
happened,
good.
You know, because right now we're excited, but we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I don't know, they don't know. But guys, are you coming for the next episode of podcast after the cruise and tell us how everything went, what you did during the cruise and stuff like that? Can we count on you? Give me a high five. Let's go, guys. There will be another episode with you.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's how it works, you know.
So I like that too. I was about to ask you that. You know, we should definitely have you guys on as guests.
Yes.
You know, so that you can tell us a first-hand experience about
Yeah.
what a kid does on board of Royal Caribbean Cruise Line vacation. And as a matter of fact, I expect you guys to come back with swag, with videos, with photos. I want you guys to high five as many people as you can. I want you guys to get as much free ice cream as you can. As a matter of fact, make it a thing that when you get on board, every deck of the ship, so you can go up to deck 4, right? Deck 4 is where, you know, you go and you get on what's called a tender. But you can go all the way down to deck 4. I want to see ice cream in your hand on each deck. And I want you to be on the Lido deck in front of the pool with ice cream. I want you at the sail away party with ice cream in your hand. Shoot, I want you to, right before bed, don't tell this to mom and dad, to have ice cream in your hand. I'm just saying. Plan?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And remember, if some of your class will be planning to go on a cruise, make sure to give the number to your uncle JV because he knows what to do.
Give me a high five, guys.
High five, guys.
Appreciate
Thank you so much, Kyle, for the show.
Thanks
and we
for
can't
coming
wait
on.
for the second episode when you're going to tell us how was the whole cruise experience.
All right, shout out to Royal Caribbean. Peace.
That's how we do.
Exactly. But we're coming back with Jordan and Alison, the dynamic duo of this incredible brewery, the people who make it happen in this beautiful town of Fort Mill. I am so privileged to be sitting by one of the hardest working couples I know. These people put their heart and soul into truly a passion and something that they've been cultivating for years. But look, I could talk all day. I could say it all day, but I'll let them talk. What's up, guys?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited. You know, we really appreciate you guys. You know, first and foremost, congrats, right? We love the podcast. We're so humbled and blessed to not just be a part of it, but for you to do it here, you know, that means a lot.
No, it made sense. It was like, all right, they got a water theme, so we got to mix it in with cruises.
Absolutely.
I made something out of nothing. I was like, no, we got to do it. Plus, you know, beer is everywhere, right? Beer's the name of the game, right?
You already know.
Right, and we got fantastic beer, by the way.
Exactly.
Appreciate
you know,
it.
And one of the things that I wanted to know is what inspired your journey, because I know when I travel, I daydream. That's it. I'm sitting at the beach, I'm hanging out, I'm looking at those waves, you know, and I'm thinking, what's next to drink, and you know, how do I buy this place? But what happened that inspired you guys to say, you know what, we're going to take a leap of faith, or you know what, we know that this was part of our plan? What happened?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we come from Florida, right? Shout out Central and South Florida, right? All of our fam and friends in the building. But yeah, so a lot of it is inspired by like a lot of our Florida heritage, a lot of Spanish culture, right? South, Central, everything Latino, Hispanic, Caribbean style. You know, Puerto Ricans in the blood, right? So, Boricua. Yeah, exactly. And my wife's got some, you know, España Spanish, right?
Ooh,
so a lot of it, un poquito nomás,
Un poquito.
as they say, right?
Not enough Alexander Hamilton, but we're there.
That's right. But you know, Florida's a really transient, you know, tourist state, right?
Most definitely.
And so a lot of cruising in and out of there,
Yeah.
as you
Cruising
know,
and
right?
boozing.
And so a lot of the inspiration is because it's such a melting pot of those cultures, and so that, and I homebrewed with a good friend for shout out to my buddy, he knows who he is.
Yeah.
For you know,
Shout out to
he's a lot better than me as far as homebrewing is concerned. You know, I was just his little protege, did it for fun, but that was kind of the inspiration. You know, just like I love beer. You know, we love, you know, just like all the taste, the flavors, and of course the brewery experience. And so then it was like, well, what's the science behind it, you know? And so the how it's made, right? You start deep diving, and I guess the rest is history.
And I worked at a brewery, Due South. That's a big inspiration for both of us.
Where's that at?
That was in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Boynton Beach in the house.
That's right. Shout out to the Due South crew. Shout out. You know who you
shout
are.
out Due South. So Joe, we brought Joe here from Florida.
Yes. Joe in the house. Shout out to Joe.
Behind us here. He was a big inspiration for us too, and you know we've talked about breweries for a while, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. You know, watching him homebrew, and then I was able to work at the brewery, and we just embraced the culture, the sense of community that a brewery brings is just unbelievable.
How does a conversation like that start? Like, hey Joe, look, we're moving, and you have to come. Like, what is that? How does that?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Exactly. I want to ask this question because, like, we're talking about flights, you know, like delicious beer flights, but also flights to destinations and business-wise. How it happens? You decided to book the ticket here to the south, right? Moving from Florida in the mid-south, you know, and decided Charlotte and Fort Mill will be your place to be for you and your family and your business.
Yeah. Crazy story, actually.
So funny enough, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this.
Florida is already such a great place to be, and you decided to be here with us.
So you know, we escaped a couple of hurricanes here, actually.
You know it snows there.
Apparently.
Snows,
Of course, when we leave.
They cancel daycare.
So we escaped a couple of hurricanes, and we came to visit my aunt and uncle who are from New York. Shout out to them. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have found the amazing place of Fort Mill and Charlotte. So we came, and we just loved the brewery scene, and we just love the sense of community here, which, you know, love Florida, but you know, it's more transient there. And we just love the sense of community. We're like, you know what, this is where we want to be. This is where we want to raise our family.
Yep.
And then when this opportunity came up for the brewery, we knew we needed the call, and it was definitely Joe. So we gave him a call, to your point, on flights, and we're like, if we're going to do this, we got to bring Joe with us.
And you know, it's funny, we literally said, you know, hey, Joe, we want to bring like all of our Florida vibe, that experience, those flavors, those influences right here, you know?
Well, and you're doing it now because you guys just launched a whole other food menu with Cuban sandwiches, with what am I missing here? I'm thinking about the Cuban sandwich, but listen, I keep on saying Cuban sandwich because anywhere I go, I order a Cuban sandwich. You got it on your menu, you got me covered. So just remember, when I'm traveling the U.S., hook me up with a Cuban. I'm not an actual person, but if you did, but my wife is watching, I'm just saying. Let's just change it.
Let's keep it PG.
Well, yeah, we wanted to have like, you know, those you know, infusions of flavors, right? So obviously the Cuban sandwich, you know, we do a ropa vieja quesadilla, right? We have rice bowls with black beans, cilantro crema, pico de gallo, right? All these flavors, right? Like Latino, Hispanic, you know, fused with kind of traditional American too. Was important, like the chupanagra that you're drinking, right? Coquito during the holidays in a beer, right? Like all of that. That's just what we wanted.
It's not the generic, you know, finger food. Like, I don't know, like chicken fingers is original, you know, and it's kind of resonates with the DNA, which I always respect, you know. I always advertise my Polish culture. I love it, you know.
Polska Nostra, man, the Polska Nostra, my boy. That's my boy right there.
Born and raised.
But it's great that you said that because when I come in here, every time I have a different beer, I think of a different destination that I've been to or something that I've experienced culturally. And with the chupanogra, that's exactly right. The coquito taste from Christmas. I mean, it throws down to that nostalgic feeling, that emphasis of, oh, I'm back home, I'm this. Is that where you got your inspiration, or was it like, you know, all right, we're gonna brew this today because we saw somebody else do it, so we got to keep up with the Joneses? But I suspect that that's not the thing. Like, you guys are drawing your inspirations from somewhere other than that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, and we may have missed it, but we've never seen, you know, a coquito, you know, beer in this particular way. You know, we've seen like different, you know, like stouts with lactose, or different like IPAs with lactose, like a milk type of stout, or like a milkshake, but not a particular white stout, which is what we wanted to do, right, with lactose, with all of those flavors. And yes, it was absolutely the inspiration every holiday season, right? That's what we would do. my grandmother, God rest her soul, passed away, but then it passed on to my aunt, my uncle, my father. And we would every year. That's what we would do. Make big batches of coquito, right? It was like right after dinner. We'd have all the food, right? Or los con gandules, right? And then boom, tables started moving out. Music was on. We're drinking coquito and we're dancing. So those you're right. Like that's the thing is we try to bring the taste of the flavors to bring that nostalgic feeling, but adding to the entire experience and atmosphere.
So good.
It's important to us.
I love that. So have you been somewhere where you're like, and I'm talking not another brewery. I'm talking about somewhere like you went on vacation and you do this, like I do this. My wife hates it. She's like, stop analyzing, stop helping them, stop cleaning, stop doing this. Like I have ADHD like beyond, and I say that with all due respect because I truly do. And I have to be involved somehow. So have you gone on vacation? You're like, oh God, what am I drinking? And then you go to the bartender and you're like, who's the brewmaster?
Yeah.
And then you have like a 10-hour conversation about what they should be doing.
We did. Go ahead. You want to start that one?
So we had the pleasure of going to Denmark last year, and
shout out to Copenhagen.
Hey, that's not far from Poland.
It's not.
I'm going to Poland in May, and we have a layover in Copenhagen.
Perfect.
There you go.
Awesome.
There you go. I'm going with him because he didn't tell me about
My wife doesn't know about it, but I got you.
But Denmark.
Yes, and we went to this amazing brewery. I'm going to butcher the way you say it. It's
Oben.
Oben. I think I'm saying it right. And we went there, and they caught on that we were American, and we started talking about the owner of the brewery, and the staff and everybody was just so amazing. And we actually got to drink an official Rausch beer. They gave us tasters. They even brought us and gave us a tour of the entire brewery, and it was just such an amazing inspiration for us because we kind of saw how they, their service, they were very clean, they were very nice, and it was very inspiring to us, like, you know what, we could take something from this. This is awesome. And they kind of had a similar brew system that we have right now, and they actually had everything on the roof. So they
had their tanks literally suspended
on the roof,
lagering tanks, right?
Yeah,
which is
on the
awesome.
ceiling,
Like similar to the HVAC, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You see here, they had lagering tanks, beers fermenting there. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah,
but they were so gracious to Alison's point. They didn't even think twice. They didn't know who we were or anything. They were like, "Oh, we'll show you around." You actually had a lambic. That was a special one for me from McKellar, and all these like old traditional, right, like ancient techniques, ingredients, a little different now, but like the technique, right, the process and those styles were for us really inspiring between Copenhagen's, both breweries that we were able to share. And we took a trip to Puerto Rico, right? So we took our family on a summer vacation to Puerto Rico. So again, like all those flavors, it wasn't just home for the holidays, but it was like the motherland, if you will, right? You know what I mean? So those two I think were big.
You know
for
what I
us.
love about Puerto Rico, coquito, right?
Coquito, you can't get it out of his mind.
I have two batches because the boss lady loves it so much. I still have two bottles. I still
You don't
have
mess
some.
around with your coquito.
I don't mess around. But it's so funny because every time I go, I want to catch a coquí, and you can't because they're invisible. They're a legend that you can hear them, but you can't capture them. So I'm just letting you know, if you go to allegedly they're in Hawaii now, but I'm not sure about that. But I find that interesting that, one, they were on the roof, these tanks, but two, that they gave you this whole open door. They were like, hey, no, you guys are our guests, you guys, because it's quite the opposite. We see someone like our friend Andrew down at the bar, who's from Scotland, but from England, really. But he'll watch this on the back end. He really can't hear us, literally. But I'm just saying, we don't pay any mind to them. But as Americans, we expect it. So I know when I go have a beer somewhere, I expect it to be good. I've been to plenty of places where the beer has been terrible. You go to breweries across the Caribbean, and they're trying to do their own thing, and I'm like, no. What's your local beer that you're making as a big brewery, a big batch, You know, whether it's InBev or whomever's in charge, but you guys are doing something different here in town, and we have some great breweries. And shout out to all the breweries here in Fort Mill.
I was getting ready to say.
You know, we have some amazing breweries. I mean, I'm partnered with quite a few of them, but here, you guys have something really organic and special. We were just talking about this off camera, about how family orientated, how special it is to the minute you walk in, you feel accepted and wanted. You know, what happened there? How did that? Does that naturally happen?
I just want to drop something, because when you come to Untamed, it's not like, oh, that's Jordan and Alison. Oh, yes. No, you're coming and you're actually excited to see them. Oh, it's Jordan and Alison.
Right.
Let's go hug each other.
Right.
And this is different and synergy, you know? Like, you know, we react to each other and we're happy to see each other, which is organic, capital letters.
Right. It is truly organic, because, you know, you go to a lot of places. I know a lot of business owners in general, not just breweries. And you go, I support all kinds of small businesses and businesses that are local in general, but and it's part of the No Shortcuts community. Hey, there's a plug. We'd have to drop in that.
That's right. More plugs to come. Don't get too comfortable.
Hey, as we're plugging in, you know, plugging again, Midas. Thanks a lot for Midas for dropping in.
Absolutely.
But
want to cruise with you too.
I want to cruise.
Let's go together.
Hip hop.
Let's go out of LA. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get on a trip out of LA and do a cruise. That would be epic.
That would be fun.
But I think you guys have created a culture that is unlike what's happening around town. Everyone's very, their mindset is focused on driving numbers and being very utilitarian, whereas you guys are more centric. You have this vibe that is organic, like you said, you know, inviting.
Yeah.
So how does something like that happen? Because I don't know about you, but I know about Disney, and they do a great DRE, Disney Regional Enterprise Training, but you guys got it down pat. Only you guys got better beer than Disney. Sorry, Disney. Sorry, guys.
Appreciate it. Wow, appreciate it. I mean, I think the thing is obviously a lot of Allison and Joe's experience, right? Together from the brewery.
Yeah.
Our own experiences being patrons, right? Because again, we're beer fans and patrons first, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so I think the biggest thing is like a 100% undeniable, like unequivocally focused to service and just being who you are.
Exactly.
So I think the biggest thing is we were like, okay, let's establish an identity. You can't have a brand without an identity, right? Like it's just, that's for us was a big thing. And the big thing was quality and service.
Yeah.
And it's a never ending, like it's always a moving target, right? I mean, we're always striving for that. We're not perfect, but we don't give up and don't, you know, lose that focus immediately. We're always working towards that. And I think, unless I missed anything,
No,
like
I
that's
agree, and I think, you know, to your point, you know, we love the family feeling. Like, we want everybody that walks in our door to feel like, wow, this is inviting. I want to be here. I'm noticed. I'm getting attention. We want to make sure everybody that walks in the door gets that same feeling.
Yeah,
So-
I can tell. Yeah, because there's no like typical small talk, you know, not disrespect like in the United States usually.
Right.
Me as an immigrant, again, it's a small talk. Everyone's smiling. We love each other, but not really. And here, like I said, again, organic. You can tell we want to deep dive, like how your son doing, but you really want to know how he's doing. You know?
Thank you.
That's beautiful. You know?
Right, I love that. I will take that and run with it, because I walk in here and I might have had a crap week, you know, just a hard week of just being drained, and you know, you come in here and you're just like, people understand your mood. They want to make you feel what. It almost feels like I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna be real corny. It's like Cheers for me. It's like, only Joe is definitely not Sam Malone. All right, I'm just saying. Joe. But you know, I could be Woody. You know, remember when they replaced Coach? I could be Woody.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, I might need a part-time if this doesn't go well.
I thought about this as well. You know, the part time.
Right. You know, we work for the pint, by the pint.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Or by the flight.
Or by the
Well,
flight.
I have to say this. Dom was one of the first customers that we ever met.
What?
And he was like, when he came in, we were like, oh, we like this guy. Like,
I was
he
at the
is
moment of the
a
transition.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he was. I'm like, this guy
He
is
was.
real. He is so amazing. And we're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this.
No,
if we
that
have
was-
customers like Dom, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, there was random stuff. I remember I should go to the swim, but the pool was closed in the YMCA. I'm like, you know what? Let me stop at that place.
Yeah.
And that was the moment when you signed the papers for this place. You know, you ordered a batch of pizza from Domino's. You know, and I was just,
So there was free food involved.
I didn't ask, but they offered. I denied at the beginning, and I'm like, no, free pizza. Let's go.
I see how.
And we click organic right away. You know,
I love it.
You know,
since then we family.
the thing is, when you say that, like, we are nothing without you, right?
I
Our
appreciate that.
customers,
Appreciate
right?
that.
The community, like, it doesn't matter. There's so much good beer right here in York County, let
Yeah.
alone Fort Mill.
Hell yeah.
right? Charlotte, obviously, forget about it. The
Yeah.
great beer scene. I think the biggest thing that we understand, and we, again, striving to do the best we can, is like, we have to be in the community, give in
Right.
order to gain, right? Like, be a part of it, be involved, grow with the neighbors, family, friends, community. Like, we're nothing without you guys, period. Like, the beer could be the best beer since sliced bread, but that's not really what matters.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. Hey, salud. What do they say in Denmark?
I don't know, but the voice is
Oh, we should know.
na zdrowie.
Nostrovia.
Skål!
Skål! Skål!
Vikings.
There you go. All right, o buen provecho or salud.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, but it's all about giving than receiving. You know? You do not expect something. It's all about giving because it's more rewarding than just waiting, to cash it out or like. No, that's beautiful mindset, which I would say, call me crazy, but everyone who's moving to Fort Mill, changing the mindset, like New York is moving here, and they're way nicer.
And everybody moving to Fort Mill, by the way. I'm just saying.
Right here.
Right here. And don't worry, we're going to drop his information. We're going to give him all the props. Don't worry, you're going to have an opportunity to call him, blow up his phone.
let's go.
I'm going to make sure of it.
Day and night. I'm here to
But
help.
if you can't reach him, you can reach 803-280-4727, which is Cruise
And
Planners.
he redirected the phone to me.
Right. I'm just saying. But once you come into Fort Mill, one of the best things that I love is now that as you're driving in from east to west, you're met with this location immediately, right at the cusp of downtown. So most people are going to be influenced. Oh, there's a brewery right there, especially if this is their first time coming into York County. So I love that opportunity. Was that a strategy of yours, or was that something that just, hey, it just fell on our lap?
Both, I'd say. A bit of both. Obviously, when we realized that we had the opportunity to take this on, the location was definitely part of it because there are, we're getting people from Valentine, Charlotte, at some given time, everybody's going to be driving by. And you hope that with the sign lit up at night, somebody's like, oh, let me check this out.
Right.
But to your point, look, it is a matter of opportunity. This opportunity specifically kind of, came to be, right? It was as much strategic as it was just kind of opportunity, but the biggest thing is we wanted to do this in the community where we live. Like that was the strategy, was like, let's do it where we live. It's like, because if we do that, we feel like we're going to have more pride in it, right? And be more involved. And that was important.
But so all of this, the brewery, raising a family, and you both have two great careers. So how do you manage to get on a flight from time to time now? How do you do that?
Very carefully and planning.
Very strategically.
That's why they have a planner. I'm just saying,
and
but
he's helping us with our next
yes,
cruise, by the way.
But the thing is it's so important because I know for my wife and I, we have to schedule everything ahead now. It's so wild.
Sure.
I never thought we'd be a calendar family, but we certainly are.
That's so important.
And especially once your kids start going to college, you thought the calendars ended when they were little. Forget about it. It gets bigger. But how do you guys? What do you do now? What is it? How do you plan for? Christmas, but we have the business to think about. Or hey, Thanksgiving, but we have to stay open for ... We can't really be gone for. So how do you work that out? How does something like that happen?
So I would say, we're really fortunate. One of the reasons Joe is on with us is he does help run our day-to-day so that we can be there for our family and our day jobs. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do those things. So that's number one. Number two, to your point, a calendar. We live and die on that calendar. We have shared calendars with the brewery.
Do you have Post-its and stuff? And
no, we don't go that far.
This is a memento.
do you print it? I print mine out.
Yeah, no, we do everything on our phones, and we're very, technology. It's all about the technology for us because we can take it wherever we go.
I ignore it.
And
I'm
I
like,
have to set reminders. Like, if you pull up my calendar, I have 30-minute reminder, day before reminder, hour reminder.
It helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to Allison's point, I think the biggest thing that we talked about, we're nothing without you, our customers, the community, and our staff.
Yeah.
Like Joe's a piece of that, but the rest of our staff, right? Has bought in, to the embodiment of service, the fun environment, really exuding all of the style and service, you know what I mean? That whole backbone is infectious. That's what we wanted, so that we're able to do that. And so the calendar piece is to make sure that our kids also, right? The business is important, but so is our family, right? And that's the key. Yeah.
So wrapping up, I want to ask you, what's next? What should we be looking forward to Untamed? What's going to be the next evolution? Because you got great beers, you got a great menu. What's next? What is ultimate? What's going to happen that you're going to be like, all right, Fort Mill, we got you covered. What is going on?
Yeah, and I want to do the postscriptum, at the end of answering this question. It's you travel around the world and stuff like that, but if you can open kind of the small Untamed Water Brewing somewhere around the world, where will it be?
I like that. I like
dream
that.
come true, location, the site satellite.
Please say the Bahamas.
Great.
Anything Bahamas, hire me as a bartender. I quit real estate.
I'll be your cabana boy. That's it. You know what?
I think that the easy start would be we come from Florida, right? I mean, so I think it would be natural to say, okay, if we had the ability and we couldn't, cross-pollinate or something here, it would probably say Florida first, right?
Gotcha.
All right.
And then to your point, maybe we would explore something like Puerto Rico, right? Because that's the vibes.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. But Florida would probably be, right?
Hands down.
That's where we're from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. It's in the heart. Yeah.
That's where the roots are. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
And then I would say to
They
everybody,
can take the boy out of Florida. They can't take the, what I'm saying?
Real
As they
talk.
say.
Mic
So-
drop.
I would say everybody stay tuned and just keep following our social media.
That's right.
Keep coming in and you'll see what's going
So
on.
shout out your socials real quick. Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is that you guys got going on. You guys got a Spotify channel. By the way, they got their own music channel. When you walk in here, the music you're listening to is their own Spotify channel. And Jordan, he's got a secret passion and ability. I'm just saying he's these two, they're all like superheroes. I'm just saying, it's like a series of Avenger characters.
Listen,
right?
full disclosure, that's how we connect with Jordan,
I know.
Our second meeting, I came straight from the Oktoberfest, and we end up rapping, freestyling at the backstage, for an hour, both switching Polish and English. I'm not sure.
See, I can't do that. I can't even do Rico C in Puerto Rico,
that's
so I can't.
how our love,
But listen,
we were having fun. I'm not a rapper. The Polska Nostra himself does it in 2 languages. He 100% took me down.
I just took the
without a doubt,
advantage,
he took me down.
I was the opportunist at the situation, but that was legendary night.
How
But the
can people?
menu, to your point, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's new because that officially launched today, right?
Yep.
That's a right now thing. We wanted to do something that was again organically ours. So you already mentioned that.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that's newish is shameless plug. We started a membership, right?
That's
Annual
right.
Membership.
I'm
we
a
treat
member.
everybody like family. Yes, you are.
We
treat everybody like family, but you know what? We wanted to give an opportunity for those that maybe frequent here more or wanted to kind of deeper dive, if you will. right? We wanted to do that. And we have some other tricks up our sleeve. You know, art is a big thing for us. So the artwork, you know, shout out to Timmy Dub, at Timmy Dub, also at Jake Summer Hour Art. You know, they did a lot of our can and artwork, our brewery artwork, the mural, for example,
You guys
and
got
music,
a
right? So to your
beautiful
point,
mural.
that's a big thing for us. We think that if we're able to express ourselves through beer and music, other people should be able to do the same thing.
That's
so
right.
we try our best to support all avenues.
I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to the next evolution. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan, supporter. I'm like, you know, roadie, only we stay right here, which is good because, you know, I can call it Uber home.
Yeah, true.
But it's just fun. This was fun. I truly appreciate you guys. We're definitely excited about what's happening here. We're definitely promoting the heck out of this.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Day and night.
I mean,
Day and night.
this is the place to be. If you're in Fort Mill, this is where you want to hang out. This is where you want to bring your family. Come have a meal. There's no need to worry about, oh, what are we going to do? Should we go back? Should we go into town? No more of that. You can do that another day. You can come here, you know, hang out Friday, Saturday. We got some great stuff. But Mondays they're closed, so don't come Monday because nobody's here. But you never know. But you can go to Poppy Seed. I'm just saying, I think they're open, so until 2, I think. But all kidding aside, they have a lot of great things. But again, how can people reach you and tell us your socials real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Untamed Waters Brewing.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
UntamedWatersBrewing.com, Facebook, Instagram.
UntamedWatersBrewing.com.
Simplicity is the key.
And you
Right
want to
there.
sign up. When you come on, become part of the membership club. You want to stay in the know. You want to. And you want to enroll. You want to get the free beers
And we have a
or,
point
you know, the
system,
perks,
too.
the point system, the whole, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know that
Yo, how many Chupanagas you in deep? Like, what's going on over there?
We went deep with it.
Hey, listen, we just wanted to also express our appreciation. You guys are not just customers, you're here in the community.
Appreciate
we
that.
love what you're doing. We are, again, beyond humbled, blessed, and thankful. You know, from the bottom of my heart, my wife, our family,
Thank
our
you.
Untamed Waters Brewing
very
family.
much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We
Cheers.
appreciate you.
Cheers for this beautiful journey. And look at this. Delicious food, delicious beers, vacation planning, real estate adventures, everything in this one place, you know, in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Make sure to
I
stop
love
by
it.
Untamed Waters Brewing.
That's right.
Place
Hey.
to be for you and your family.
That's right. Listen, I want to thank all of the viewers. Season 2, Episode 1. I truly appreciate all the likes, shares. Please continue to follow. We're going to build our presence on other platforms. Please continue to share our content. We can't do this without you guys, the viewers, our clients. Shout out to all the clients. Shout out to all the partnerships out there. Shout out to RCCL, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, for making this happen. Shout out to Travis Vizell, FMG Event Company.
Yeah.
Shout out to Midas, aka Jerry Hardison. I want to cruise with you. Shout out to the boss lady for putting up with me. Shout out to anyone who has known me for more than they should. But that's us, and we out.
And
big
support
shout out to the
local.
JV.
No
Support
matter
local.
what you do, we just say support local. If it's not
Support
here,
local.
just do it local.
Absolutely.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's how we do. Love.
We out.
Let me help you